when we have determined we are in trouble, our demeanor is entirely different than when we think we have the whole world in the palm of our hands. And this is all we see. What is life for? Oh, make money, do this, do this, do this, have fun. I'm not saying it's not. But there is another potential. There's something else waiting. When I talk about the desert blooming, it goes from the harshness of the desert. Harshness. The desert can be very harsh. From the barrenness of the desert. Desert can be very barren. From the monotony of the desert, a desert can be very monotonous. To all of a sudden, there's this incredible possibility that is lying hidden, that if that possibility was to come alive, that the desert becomes the most tender of places, from monotonous to a garden, from rejecter of life to attractor of life, filled with butterflies and bees, from virtually no smell to the sweetest smell you can possibly imagine, from just that one color to the myriad of colors dancing. How is that possible? But it is. Because unbeknown to you, not in your visual scan, lying deep beneath that monotonous layer are seeds. Seeds that through millions of years of evolution, we're not that old, by the way, as human beings on this planet Earth, as they are, they have learned this little trick. And the little trick is between patience and being ready. So they're ready, but they're also patient. We have either one or the other. We're not used to these two things simultaneously coexisting. But they do. In this human being lies these seeds, this possibility, like in the desert. And they all wait for one thing: the rain. And the rain, by the way, is the most unfrequent thing that happens where a desert is involved. But it does. It does. And because that's what matters, they wait. Ever ready. Ever ready. And then This they call a miracle. A miracle happens. And all of a sudden, the wind shifts. And the wind shifts. And every creature in that area gets ready for the rain. And then the clouds begin to boom because of the lightning and the thunder. An announcement. I am coming. The humidity levels rise as the precursor. And this is the opportunity that those little seeds were waiting for. Then it begins to rain. And when it does, the air is filled with the most beautiful fragrance. It is the fragrance of the drops of water hitting the parched earth, parched sand. And then the dance begins. This is what the possibility that exists in your life too. Not the judgments, like that story where one pot gets damaged and it sees itself worthless. But it is not worthless. It is not worthless. The human possibility is to rise above all of this. Today people say, but look at this world, it's going crazy. I agree it's going crazy. And no disagreement from me. So it's not about the craziness of the world, it is about the smallest drop of sanity that does exist in the heart of human beings. It is not about all the days that it doesn't rain in the desert, but the day it does rain in the desert. When does that day come? It does come. When does it come? It comes more frequently than you realize. It comes with every breath that you take. That rain comes with every breath that you take. When you are willing to look, to acknowledge, to understand. The day you can acknowledge, the day you can understand that anything is possible in your life. That maybe it will take the effort of practice. Have I said anything wrong? Practice. And the day you begin to practice consciousness, little by little, my friends, I am telling you, you will see a difference. Have you ever seen a day begin? Begins. It's dark. And then all of a sudden, there is a faint little difference on the horizon of light. There's dark, and then there's a little pinkishness. And then it gets more and more and more and more and more and more. And then it becomes very obvious where the sun's going to rise, and then boom, there it is. A day beginning not with a flash, but then if a sun, the earth, can be happy with this graceful beginning, little by little, why can't you? Why can't you? What are you looking for in your life? Ta-da! It's not filling your mind alone that matters. It is also filling your heart. Filling your mind may bring you little plaques, may bring you recognition, but when the heart is full, it brings you this most wonderful thing, and it's called gratitude. When the heart is full. Can you understand this possibility that I am talking about? This possibility of your desert blooming? This is peace, my friends. Peace. This is peace. Peace is not when people say only one person slaps the other person doesn't return the slap. That's not peace. It is not about all of the world, but it is about setting right our own world. When this world, when your world is disturbed, then the whole world is disturbed. When this world, your world, is in balance, then the whole world can begin to fall in balance. The dynamics of the hope, the dynamics of the reality, the dynamics of the life are the hidden possibilities. And to understand the beauty that truly is represented when the desert blooms. Unimaginable. Unimaginable. The greens, the yellows, the blues, the pinks, every hue you can imagine. And when that is so prolific, something happens. Something amazing happens. You can't see the sand. It's just, all you see is these flowers, these colors. Because the desert has gone and bloomed. The impossible has just happened. The impossible has just happened. Where there was nothing, now there is everything. And it has attracted, sure enough, it has attracted the birds and the bees and the butterflies. Exquisite. All that appears barren is not so barren. All that appears so unfortunate is not unfortunate. All that appears to be so empty is not that empty. It's not that empty. That's your beauty. That's your possibility.